Now it is my distinct honor to introduce my friend, Dr. Marc Dollinger, holder of none other than the Richard and Rhoda Goldman Endowed Chair in Jewish Studies and Social Responsibility at San Francisco State University. Marc serves as board president of the Jewish Community High School of the Bay, as academic vice president of Blair Hills Judaica, as trustee of URJ Camp Newman, and on the California Advisory Committee to the United States Commission on Civil Rights. He is a prolific author, including Quest for Inclusion, Jews and Liberalism in Modern America, and American Jewish History, a primary source reader. Currently, he's working on Is It Good for the Jews? Power, Politics, and the 1960s. And if that weren't enough, in addition, he is past president of Brandeis Hillel Day School and was named 2008 Volunteer of the Year by the San Francisco Jewish Community Federation and Endowment Fund. Most noteworthy, earlier this year, he was awarded the Jewish Community Relations Council's Courageous Leadership Award. So please join me in welcoming my friend, Marc Dollinger.
At one point in San Francisco's history, Adolf Sutro, a Jewish immigrant from Prussia, owned 1/8 of the city. And when he took office in 1894, he wasn't even the city's first Jewish mayor. That honor belonged to Washington Bartlett, San Francisco's mayor in 1883, and California's first Jewish governor in 1887. During the rush for gold, Jewish immigrants ended up San Francisco's most important and successful citizens. Of course, the one who patented the blue jean is the best known of them all, but what Levi Strauss and his legacy built evolved into a sense of civic awareness that helped create the city in the 19th century, rebuild it after the 1906 earthquake, and continues to innovate in the 21st century. When David Ben-Gurion built the State of Israel, he dreamed of normalizing the Jewish experience, making Jews just like everyone else. In many ways, San Francisco achieved it first. Florence Prague Kahn, taking office after the death of her husband Julius Kahn, became the first Jewish woman in the United States Congress. Then, she won election in her own right 5 times. Harvey Milk, whose birthday we just celebrated, served as the first openly gay public official in California, while the Golden State counts 2 Jewish women in the U.S. Senate. For Ben-Gurion and for San Francisco Jews, normalization also meant, even required, some Jewish wrongdoing. Meet Abe Ruth, who was not the mayor, but many people thought he was. A city boss, Ruth took advantage of his power, broke the law, and served time in San Quentin for bribery. Welcome to San Francisco, where Jews have indeed normalized. In 18th century Europe, the Enlightenment promised Jews civil equality in a Christian-dominated society. Yet only in 19th and 20th century San Francisco could those promises realize. More than most any other time or place in modern Jewish history, San Francisco Jews achieved near total acceptance in civic culture. Heck, at Congregation Shereth Israel, congregants rewrote the giving of Torah, moving that event from Mount Sinai to Yosemite Valley. After the 1906 earthquake, with this very building destroyed, Congregation Shereth Israel offered its sanctuary as the new courthouse, convicting Abe Ruth on its bima. So much for separation of church and state. Generations later, San Francisco Jews forged and led a movement to give Soviet Jews the same rights they enjoyed here in the city by the bay. With all their success, San Francisco Jews also immersed in a city whose history proved fraught with racism. Enjoying the privilege of whiteness, early San Francisco Jews escaped the discrimination endured by the city's Chinese, who were forced to live in the Chinatown ghetto, and Japanese, who faced their own immigration restriction in 1907. When 67,000 United States citizens of Japanese descent faced incarceration during World War II, Congregation Emmanuel's rabbis emerged as the only Jewish leaders in the nation to offer public dissent. Today, San Francisco Jews lead yet again, pressing this city and the nation to redefine Jewish civic engagement in the 21st century. As Congregation Sha'ar Zahav has challenged heteronormative Judaism since its founding in 1977, organizations such as San Francisco's B'chol Hashon remind us that not all Jews emigrated from Europe, and even some who did undermine our race-based assumptions about what Jews look like. San Francisco leads Jewish America, and San Francisco Jewish life is moving east. When Denver, Chicago, and even someday New York City wake up to a vibrant, if very different sort of Jewish community, they'll be calling us to see how it's done.